This is a tutorial for model creation part 6. I'm going to begin with a new standard IPT. I'll start a 2D sketch, XY plane. And I'm going to use my rectangle tool, and I'll begin at the origin. And if I just bring my mouse up to the right, it allows me now to change my x-axis and my y-axis. So I'm going to make this rectangle a base of 5, and then I'm going to press tab. And now I can change the height of my object, which is going to be 3.5. If I zoom out, you can see that I have a rectangle with a base of 5 and a height of 3.5. I'm going to press E on my keyboard to extrude this. We're going to do this in a couple different extrusions. This first one is just going to be the back part of this model creation, and it's going to have an extrusion of 1 inch, and that's what Inventor defaults my distance as. So I'm going to select OK, and then I'm going to start a new sketch on the front face. And I like to project the geometry. So I select Project Geometry, and then I'm going to select my front face. And I'm going to begin with a line, and I'm going to draw my first line starting at the origin with going horizontal on the x-axis, and this is going to be a length of 4. Press right-click OK, and I'm just going to move my dimension out of the way. You don't have to do this, it just helps to see it a little better. Then I'm going to draw a line on the upper left-hand corner, so if I let my green dot lock in there, I'm going to move to the right, and this is going to be a distance of 1.5, and I'll right-click OK. And now the last two pieces I have to connect. I have to connect from the last line I just drew to the first line. So I'm going to select my line tool, and I'll grab top left corner, and you'll see me bring it down to the origin. And you can see that in blue now, so I have a line on the x-axis, a line going up on the y, and then a line on the top of my part. And I'm simply going to connect now the end of the 1.5 inch line to the end of the 4 inch line. And I get the green dot to ensure that they are connected. I'm going to press E on my keyboard, and I need to move my mouse around so that I just select the left profile. And I need to extrude this one 1 inch as well. So I'm going to select OK. And lastly, I'm going to start a sketch again on the front face, except I'm going to go to the one that I just drew. And this time, I'm just going to use a point tool. And as before, on my other drawings, when I use the point tool, I don't want it to lock in to any geometry that exists. So when I place this, I don't want it to catch any of these dotted lines so that it locks my location dimensions in. So when I place this, just be sure to not pick up any lines. I just place it randomly in there. Right-click OK. Now I'm going to locate this. So I'm going to use my dimension tool, and I'm going to click the left side of my part, the y-axis, to my point, and I need this distance to be 2 inches. Then I am going to locate it from the bottom of my y-axis, or my x-axis, excuse me, to the point, and this is also 2 inches. Now I'm going to press H on my keyboard, and I need to have a hole that goes all the way through. So where it says termination, I need to make sure that that says through all. And the diameter needs to be 2 inches. So I'm going to change my diameter here to 2 inches. And if I just move my view cube here, you can see it a little more accurately. I'm going to select OK. If I go to my home view, that will complete model creation part 6.